Well, hello there YouTubers, this is Metapee for Metapee's Unboxing and Reviews. Just want to make an update on this little tiny amplifier. Now, it's not out special. It's a cheap Chinese amplifier. Would I recommend it? Heck yes. So I'm running it via the 12, there's two ways of powering it. You've got the Euro plug, there's a built-in power supply built in that you can use 12 volt power from a car or from a 12 volt power supply. I don't have a 12 volt power supply that's high enough amperage to, I can only crank it to say half or just over half before it cuts out. So it does have protection circuitry because I've figured out by turning it up too loud. So it has a bunch of different things on it. So you've got SD memory card slots, you've got USB, you've got auxiliary, you've got microphone inputs for karaoke. So you've got two RCA inputs auxiliary. It has an FM radio, which is a load of pants. The FM radio on this is rubbish because the antenna doesn't pick anything up hardly. And when you put your hand on the metal casing, you become the antenna. Strange. Yes, it's wired up and wrong on the inside. What do you expect? I paid about £20 for this. I absolutely love it. So it's just a little short video just to show it off. I can't really play it too loud or anything, but it kicks butt. So ignore that. I don't know what the actual rating is of it because I'd have to put a special meter in line to find out what rating it is. It's a digital amp, it's got Bluetooth. That power button is only for the built-in power supply and it powers really well. So I can go, let's flick over when it decides to wake up. Right, I can give you a quick blip and then that's it. I'm trying to find a station, here we go. There you go. Didn't want to do it too much, but it does have a lot of power. It says it's about 80 watts RMS. These speakers are Technics speakers, freeway, so you got piezo tweeter, your mids, and then your lows. So high, mids, and lows, whichever way it is. And in the bedroom is a massive Sony sub off a Sony system. You know, really, really powerful Sony sub. And if you get the right song, it rattles. So this can give out a lot of bass. I've got it on +10. Treble, I have to have it quite high up to hear the vocals because the bass overtakes everything. It really, really does the job. So you've got your mode button, your back, or channel, and different buttons there. So as you can see, it has a blue light around it. Would be nice if it had a power button for the 12 volt input, power input, so that you could turn the 12 volt input off without having to disconnect the power. You know, like it's got the built-in switch here. I've not yet used the built-in power supply, the 240 volt power supply, because I've not got a Euro to UK adapter. So I need to get one of them to test it out to see what the limits are, but it kicks.
In a fairly inconvenient place is all I'm gonna say. Right, Kenny, I mean you do...
So there you go, I'm not turning up anymore, but that was just a quick blip because I respect my neighbours. One of my other neighbours is actually blasting music and I can feel it in my flat and he's only downstairs, I'm upstairs. But basically that's really it, lovely amplifier. So if I go around the back, I've said this in the previous video, but the only downside to this, in my opinion, is it's a 2.0 output, so meaning there's no sub output. I have got a sub connected, but it's not giving the sub its full potential. There is highs coming through the sub, so it would be nice if they made one of these, which has a sub output. There probably is one, but I've not found one yet. So you got your RCA in, your powered in, and your speakers out. It is stereo, true stereo it is. So you have got left and right audio. So I just thought I'd make this video. I absolutely love this. You know, it's just ridiculous. because the speakers are pretty much matched to this in power, then you get, it goes really loud. Now if the speakers required 300 watts and this could only give 80 watts, you won't get the true output. But because this is only 80 watt speakers, these are Technics, really powerful. So when I turn it up, it gives out some amazing sound. You know, the bass is clear. It's a very clear amplifier. For being a cheap I think I paid £20 for it. But it goes about £20 to £30 in that range, depending which one you get. You can get different designs. I chose this one because I like the design of it. So that's really it. If you want to know anything more about this amplifier, please let me know. This is just a basic video just to show off this.
Simple steps. 1, get...
So I'm not, you can hear it. So the Sony sub is actually there. I have this Sony sub here. I don't know nothing about it. So it has a actual subwoofer at the bottom firing down, and I don't know what this is, whether this is actual, I don't know whether this blue thing is a speaker or a passive radiator. Passive radiator is just the cone of a speaker that moves to the air of the other speaker. I can hear highs coming out of this, so I have tried using a crossover, but it didn't work. Well, it wasn't a crossover, it was a low pass filter, so it was supposed to cut out all the highs. Didn't work. Couldn't get it wired up correctly, so this is getting fed all frequencies to it, which is not a good idea, but it does work. So we need to figure out how to wire this, because this is not designed for the application I'm using for. It's only designed for the Sony hi-fi setup that it comes with, that has a dedicated output for this. I need to try and be able to convert the output to low frequencies only, and I've not been able to find a device that does that. So it has got the device at the back. So if I show you here, it does have the circuitry there, which is supposed to be a low pass filter, which probably is, but I can't get the low pass filter to work. So that's really it. Let's get back now to this. So if you'd like to know anything about this, like I say, let me know. Cracking amplifier, works great, well worth it. You can put it in your car, but you wouldn't really want to put it in your car because the FM, it has a built-in FM antenna, so you'd have to modify it to work on your car antenna, because it doesn't have a socket for it. But they say you can put it in your car, in your boat or whatever. But there's loads of applications you can use it for. It does stay quite cool. It's got ventilation on the back. And I have not found any faults with it so far. So I've managed to blast music. The sub makes everything rattle, and my neighbour has managed to hear it. So that's a win. I'm so impressed for the price. It does the job, because you can spend hundreds and hundreds on an amplifier, but if you just live in a small place, then it is well worth it. You know what I mean? I can't really blast music here, so it's just enough volume for what I need. So thank you for watching, and peace out.